Happy Sunday, everybody, and welcome to the Nona Boss Continuum and another amazing show ahead of us again today. Thank you guys so much for being here, whether you're here live or you're watching later on. We love it that you're here. And when you are here, we also like to remind everybody to always remember to spread love and kindness everywhere you go. Gary, thank you for being here. And Mark, thank you for being here. And Roger, I saw you pop in. And there is Miss Krista from Blondes and Booze. How are you doing today, my friend? I am so excited today. I had the amazing pleasure of being on the Paranormal Voice, and I got to meet 2 more members of my soul tribe. So now I get you guys to spend some time with them as well and get to know them. And first up this week is Mr. Michael John. He's going to be joining us in just a moment. But I do want to mention one other thing. I tried so hard to get you guys to participate in a little giveaway I was doing. And, I didn't get a whole lot of participation. But what I did get was lots of love anyways. So it doesn't really matter. I know that you guys still commented on all the different videos. And I know you guys also commented and shared out my stuff on Instagram. And I feel like everybody has been a winner, honestly. And I just wish I had so much more to give away. And I do have a few other things I'm going to do as a giveaway a little later on. And then at the end of the show, I will let you guys know who did win the giveaway from last week. I'll let you guys know towards the end of the show. Well, let's get started and bring on Mr. Michael John from the Paranormal Voice. Thank you for
oh my God, I'm live
here. I know, right? You're like, I'm live.
Thank you so much for having me. This is awesome. Really, thank you.
First of all, I love y'all show. We got to build your YouTube up though. So yes. Everybody and anybody who hasn't been here before and not familiar with Paranormal Voice, go over because they're more on Facebook, right? You have more of a presence on Facebook.
Yes.
But we got to get your YouTube built up. We got to get you monetized. We got to get you making some money.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah. So everybody go over to the Paranormal Voice. And Gary Spike Sr. already threw your YouTube channel in the chat for me. Thank you, Mr. Gary.
Thank you, Gary. You're awesome. Appreciate it.
Yeah. And I see Bobby Yancey just popped in and shucking it down with cornbread. I swear every single time I say his screen name, I can't help it. I love it. Who doesn't love shucking it down with cornbread? I mean, if you don't like cornbread, you're not my friend. I think cornbread's my spirit animal. That and bacon.
That's great.
And Mr. Chris Henley is also here with us today too. So thank you guys all for being here. So how did you and your co-host Dale Quigley? I have him booked in a couple of weeks, so he's going to be on as well.
Yes.
How did you guys meet and get on this paranormal road? I got to know.
Well, it's a long story, man. We met in 5th grade. We've been
5th grade?
Absolutely, yeah. We went to a school here in Windsor, where we're from, right across from Detroit, Michigan, the border town. It's called St. Angela. I failed grade 5, and I had to do it again. I had to do the repeat. And I remember the first day we were in line, school had started, and there's this kid in front of me, and we just started talking. And it was Dale. Dale has had many monumental moments in my life. He's been a big part of my life in many ways. But the paranormal was one of the many. I had started a group. I was in a part of a paranormal. I didn't start it, but I was part of a paranormal investigations group here in Windsor almost 20 years ago now. We were called Spectral Solutions. And we did a few little, small independent documentaries about local haunts. We were even fortunate enough, we went out to Waverly Hills and we did a documentary out there as well in Louisville, Kentucky. Wow. It was really neat. But we disbanded and all that sort of stuff. But we used to do public hunts and get charities involved, that sort of stuff. And Dale and I hadn't spoke for a little bit, but he's that friend, you don't talk to him for a month or maybe even a year. But then when you do talk, it's like you just spoke a minute ago and you just pick up where you left off. We're like that. You know what I mean? Fortunately, we're brothers, man. We're not friends.
That's awesome.
He's family. So yeah, he's like, what are you doing now? I'm like, oh, well, I'm doing ghost hunting. He's like, what? You doing what? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's funny. I'm going to back up. I'm putting the cart, as they say, before the horse. When I was 19, I bought a Ouija board, and Dale was with me for my very first Ouija board experience, of all people, right? Again, all these parallels. And yeah, I mean, we had, we'll talk about that in a minute, how that all played out with the Ouija board. But yeah, so I mean, he was there for that. And then moving forward again, with the ghost hunting, he came out to a couple of the public hunts. And it's interesting, him and I had a couple similar experiences. There's a place called Heritage Village, which has, I don't know, 13, 14 buildings, houses, even the original railway station was moved to this location. A couple old houses of early settlers here in Windsor, that sort of stuff. There's a place called the Wagon House, and Dale and I had similar experiences there, with a cabinet door that opened on its own, as well as the screen door slamming shut, opening and slamming shut on its own, the front door.
Wow.
We both had that on separate occasions, but we both experienced it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so I got out of doing the group disbanded, and then I still had that intrigue, but I'm the kind of guy, I want to push the envelope as far as you can, and then let's go past that.
That's why we click.
maybe, yes, exactly. No fear, man. Well, there's lots of fear. No, I've ran out and screamed and too many times to count. But you always want to find out, and let's see what happens. So I got into and when I say dabble, very haphazardly, never use protection. I don't believe in it. The bottom line is it's your intention. I've dabbled in voodoo, witchcraft,
Wait,
that sort of stuff.
up.
Wait, right?
Back up. Did I hear you correctly? You say you don't believe in protection because
no,
you think it's not necessary?
No, I don't. I don't. I don't.
That's interesting. I'm sorry, you're blowing my mind right now. Sorry,
Yeah,
I had to interrupt you in your story, and we can go back to that.
Absolutely.
But I'm intrigued. Tell me why do you feel that way? I mean, I'm always looking for new information. So don't take it like I'm coming down on you in any way, because everyone has their own thoughts.
Not at all.
It's I'm very curious in regards to that. So
no,
yeah.
Well, it goes back to even with the Ouija board, just haphazard. I want to get to the point. I don't want to do all the extra, let's bathe ourselves in the white light. And I've used stuff here and there, but I mean, on very rare occasions, again, these are other stories I can share you later, but 99.9% of the time, no. Put the Ouija board, turn it upside down and say goodbye. No, I just put it back in the box. Done. Just take it off and go. It's not even a reason. It's just, I just never bothered to, and it's never come back to bite me in the ass, I guess. In fairness, I don't say it any other way. So I just do what I want, and that's it. Literally, man, do what thou wilt, as the saying goes. And I really have. It's like when they say, okay, you need to use sandalwood incense. Well, I got dragon's blood. I'm using that. It's a green candle. No, I got a white one. It's intention. It's your intention. Do you want this to happen? Do you want to communicate? That's how I do it. How I've done it. That's how you've seen my photograph stuff. That's how I've done it. Intention.
And you've never had so you've never been in a situation where negativity has followed you home or tried to interfere in your life or nothing like that? I mean, you've not had anything on a negative level ever tried to?
No. And let's go there. I mean, I I was
Yeah.
raised a Catholic, and I'll tell you, I'm an open book. I struggle with drug addiction. I was homeless. I've had mental health issues, attempted suicides, all that. You know what I mean? I've been there, done that. And why I'm bringing that up, the simple fact is this: it's like I've never, I don't know. I mean, even now, I mean, I've done a lot of stuff in this apartment.
Yeah.
I've been here 15 years. I mean, there's on occasion, and it's nowhere near every day. I'd be lying if I said so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll see shadow figures out of my peripheral, you know. Sorry, I'm going to turn that back on.
And has that been like a lifetime
Disembodied.
thing? Has that been like a lifetime thing for you? Always seeing and hearing?
It's progressed. It's progressed. I mean, and here there's disembodied voices. I've heard my name, not in a few months, but I've definitely heard my name here. The last thing I heard a spirit, it's a female spirit. She was in my bedroom. At first, it was I could hear her voice, but not making what she's saying, and it slowly built up. I heard her say my one cat's name, Luna, which that gave me a bit of a chill. I don't know why. I was like, why are you saying my cat's name? But I was laying with my face to the wall on my bed, and I had to do laundry, and I slept through my alarm or whatever the heck it was. It's supposed to be 10 a.m. I was supposed to get up. It was 1 p.m. And, I work these weird shifts, 12-hour shifts, I've told you,
Right.
So sometimes my sleep pattern gets messed up. Like I haven't even slept yet, and I did a 12-hour, and that's okay. I'm not complaining, explaining like I like to say. But she said, and it wasn't even, all I heard was laundry. And, I'm in bed. It's like, like that, right?
You're like what?
Like anything like that. It's like, did I hear that? Did I see that?
Yeah.
And that's the paranormal, right? You know that. Anybody listening would know that.
Yeah.
You question it. Did I just hear that? But
I'm just there, and don't misunderstand me. I completely agree with you 100% that intention is everything in everything we do. I definitely believe that wholeheartedly, whether we're out there looking for cryptids, whether it's setting intentions prior to meditation, right? To take us where we want to go, or, no matter what it is we're doing, it's our intention that that is the center and the core of the foundation of what it is we're doing, right? So I do find that super interesting. Thank you for sharing that, because I've never thought about it in that way, because I've, we all learn, right? We all learn from the people we're with and the things that we do. We learn from our experiences and the company that we keep, right? So I always keep people around me, and I always love to hear new information and new ways of thinking, and keeping an open mind, I think, is super, super critical to what we do, right? So thank you for sharing that. That was
anytime.
You've given me a lot to think about there, Michael John. All right.
Good.
Yeah, for sure. So I know that we are good. You had sent me some photos. You sent me a video. We're going to share some of that today. One of the things that you guys both do, you and Dale, you do scrying.
Yeah.
So I know what it is, but maybe my audience doesn't. And if you could just kind of like explain that and why you guys are into that.
Okay. Well, for me, so first off, let's explain what scrying is. The best way for me that I usually find resonates and people understand it is the old, I'm going to read your tea leaves, right? You look at that, and that's a form of scrying. Maybe, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's, I've always said that. So, but I could be wrong. But, I'll never say I'm an expert. I'm always, like we say, we're always learning. I don't have a university degree in any of this. I wish I met someone that did. But anyway, so tea leaves are one thing. Now, Dale likes to use water. Dale got into I showed him some of the smoke scrying that I do, and then he wanted to go to the next level. He likes to explore it. Well, how else can you bend? Can you bend this? What other direction can you go with this? With this type of thing. So he went the route of water, where basically what you do there, you get a pot of water, or what have you, get on the right angle, and film it. And so he was taking individual shots, but you just shake the water. You think of your question or your intention, what you want to know, what you want to find out about, or, et cetera, et cetera. And then usually spirit will show up in the water, or images will show up in the water. Okay. So that's in a nutshell what Dale does. And you'd have to talk to him about that more. However, for me, I got into using incense. And what I do, and anybody can do this, it's so easy. I grabbed my phone. This is all I did. There's nothing fancy about what I've done. You film the smoke for a minute. You think about your intention, your question, whatever it is. Now, when you're done with that, and any incense will do. I for the longest time, I was using dragon's blood incense. I also use sandalwood. I go back and forth. But you can use anything. Again, intention. I'm going to say that a lot. Intention is the bottom line. So then you go back through that footage. You go into the edit of your phone, of your camera, to all the individual frames. And no rhyme or reason, I pick 6. Because everything comes in 3s in the paranormal world, right? So I go 6. I double up. I double down, right? Like,
I was just going to say that. So you're double down. Okay, you're doubling down. You're like, I'm just going 6.
So then I'll look back at them. And here I go next level. Here's what you do. I try to go for the number 6 again, and I will send these photographs to 6 people I know. What do you see? Okay. Because I might think I see something, or maybe I don't. Again, I just pick no rhyme or reason, as long as there's smoke in there. So now, one of these photos blew my mind that we're going to share today. But that's it. That's in a nutshell. That's what you do. Okay, film it for a minute. Go into edit. Randomly pick still frames. 3 of them, 6 of them, 9. Whatever you want to do. It's up to you. 6 is my magic number. But send it to people you trust. Critical people, they're not going to blow smoke up your butt, right? Okay. So
I like it.
Yeah, and then see what they say. So I had one of my dogs. I had 3 dogs here with my wife, and one of her dogs got cancer. Okay. She lost her complete limb, and she lasted another 3 months or so. We had her put down in this apartment. Okay. But I mean, these dogs, they played every day. I mean, we walked like that was family, man. As much as you can love a dog, that's what went on here. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a balcony over here. Yeah, that way. I'm trying to make sure anyway, to my left is the balcony. And the dogs love to be on the balcony. We're on the 3rd floor. So now I sat out on the balcony, and it looks like a coffin. You'll see in the photos what my incense burner looks like. I use the long sticks, sometimes the cones, but preferably the sticks. Anyway, I sat out there for a minute, filmed it. It was daytime too. Went through my 6, sent them out to people. And Dale, he's like, dude, you got a dog in one of the photos. And I was like, F you, there's no dog. You're full of it. I think it's Rosie, he said. I think it's your Rosie. I'm like, come on. I don't see it. So then he circled it and sent it to me. And isn't it her? I mean, I gave you also a photo of her. And you know what? Bottom line is this. These photographs and this video is my truth. And you're not going to please everybody in the paranormal community.
That's true.
And that's, I'm okay with that. I'm at peace with that. For me, I know. You know what I mean? I did it the way I did it. And I got confirmation. Spirit communication is real. Whether it's your family, whether it's your animals. And one way I've learned to do it is through the scrying. So yeah. My hair slit. If you could, oh my God. Yeah. My arm just lit up, man. That happens a lot when I do these.
I'm gonna have to give this a try. I mean,
please do.
I know that my loved ones, communicate with me normally, and I know, and I know a lot of people say this, but I know for a fact that Mine are through butterflies and different types of birds, certain birds.
Cardinals?
Oh my, do not, seriously, did you just say that?
Yeah, because my mom sees her father all the time as a cardinal.
That's my grandfather. Yeah.
That's well, it'd be my grandfather too. Right. Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. If I'm at my mom's, I'll see a cardinal. I never see a cardinal any other time. If I go see my mom, I'll see them.
I have this book
That's awesome. Oh
it's like a hardback, like bird book, and it's like, I don't know, like it's a little bird book. Tells you about the different, species, and they have photos in there of all these birds. And when I was little, like I was like 3 and 4 years old, between 3 and 4. I was like, he just taught me every name. And so people thought I was reading the book, because I was like, I had memorized every single bird in the book.
Wow.
But I had a favorite page that the book, to this day, if you just kind of like, you just go like this, it opens to like the exact same page.
Shut up.
I used to sit for hours and stare at these specific birds. And so whenever
you mentioned butterflies, and what's true story, right? When Rosie passed, for the next week, I mean, we still got to walk the dogs, and isn't there a monarch butterfly that would follow us for the next week? And then on the last day, we saw one. When we're going back to the apartment building, there, they have like a bunch of dumpsters there. Not necessarily, it's not a pretty picture, but this butterfly, probably as far as my arm can stretch, this monarch landed on one of those dumpsters. And my ex-wife and I, we just started bawling. We were like, "Oh my God, Rosie! Oh my God!" I'm gonna cry now.
It's
it's awesome.
It is. It's touching in such a beautiful way. Like, to know that it's just a gentle, hey guy, like, hey, I'm thinking of you. Hey, I'm still here. And hey, I want the best for you. And you know what I mean? Like, you feel like when you get that feeling, it's just, you're just reminded how much they love you. And, I think that it also kind of helps fuel us do what we do, right? It does. It gives us that renewed sense of passion to keep doing what we do, because we know that if we know our loved ones are there, other people's loved ones are there as well. Like, they're out there. So,
there's a knowingness. You just know.
All right. Do we want to talk about this particular scrying? Do you want to show some photos, or you want to show the video? You want to show?
Let's show the video first.
Okay.
And before, let me do a little commentary before you show it, real quick. You might have played it a few times, because it's the first 3 seconds. There's one orb in this 1 minute video. There is one orb. I've challenged people till I'm blue in the face. Show me another orb. There's only one orb in that entire video, and it shows up in the first couple seconds.
Okay. Let me find it. I hate dead air, but
I'm sorry. Okay.
Marty is still learning how to pull up everything perfectly. I'll get there. I promise.
Well, I'm glad you're doing it, because I would have no idea how to do it. So that's why I need Dale. Oh God.
That's why you need Dale.
Oh yeah, he knows
Dale,
stuff,
we
man.
figured it out. You and me, my friend. You and me. We figured it out. That's why he keeps us around. All right.
And it'll be at the bottom of the screen. It'll fly by.
It's going to be at the bottom of the screen.
Correct.
Let me make sure everybody can see it. I think everybody can see it. Okay. There we go.
And you got to go back. It's already passed. sorry for the loud music, by the way. It's
I
like
don't know how to turn the. Oh wait, yes I do. Wait, hold on.
yeah.
Ha ha! I figured that part out. You see, I'm learning. I'm learning. And right now, Chris Hensley is in the chat going, Marty, what's your problem?
Yeah, you got to go back. It's so
You
quick,
missed it?
right? I mean,
You missed
you're feel free to post that. So
Is it?
it's like a second, 2 seconds in.
I missed it again.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's try this again. I missed it. I'm still not seeing it. Michael John, why am I not seeing it?
I don't know.
Am I looking in the smoke or at the bottom of the
At the
black
bottom
part
of the bottom of the screen there.
bottom of the screen? Hold on.
Oh,
you know
I
what?
saw it.
Did you see it? Because
No,
I'm thinking, because I was
100%.
thinking maybe I
Look,
don't have
actually,
it.
look towards the. I'm sorry, it's so fast. I mean, if you could post this so people can actually, so you have to keep.
Oh, I want to see it.
Yeah, once you start doing that, man.
I'm annoyed. I gotta find it. Hold on.
Yeah.
I am missing it. I can't see.
Okay.
And
Well,
I purposely didn't I knew what it was about. Like you had
Yes.
said, you're like, I'm gonna send this. This is what's in it. I purposely didn't look at it because I wanted to see
Okay.
it on the show today.
Okay.
So we will try. We're gonna try one more time.
Sure. Oh, you know what? Oh my God, it's like up. It'll come up by there. I'm sorry. I was looking. It's up higher. I'm so sorry, everybody. It's been a long time since I've looked at it, to be honest, this video. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Oh, I see
again.
it. I saw
Okay.
it. I saw it. Because when I looked up,
Yes.
it was like, it's like it goes right across like the very by that chair, the top of
Correct.
your chair. Okay.
Exactly.
Now I see
Yes.
it. I see
Yeah.
it.
Yay. All
I
right.
saw it. All right,
Hopefully
everybody.
others
Now we
will
know where
too.
it's at. Okay. And you're right. It's up at the
Yeah.
top of that chair
It's so
in the background. And
so
you're
quick.
like, that's awesome. That's awesome. I saw
But
it.
that's the only orb in that entire video. It's a 1-minute video. So then, I did screenshots here and there, and this is my first time doing it. It was just literally,
Wow.
I didn't even know what I was doing, just on a whim. I wonder if this will work. Like literally, it wasn't like I read somewhere to do it. I was like, I wonder if this will work. Let's see what I get. So then I was looking at the pictures, going, oh, okay. And then the one that really good one that you're going to show, I remember I was like, oh my God. And I want to, before you show it, we're going to go a little dark here. There's a book that is called The Ars Goetia. ARS is the first word. Goetia, Goetia. The Ars Goetia, a book of Solomon. Okay.
Okay.
It's a list of 72 demons. Now, I don't like that word. I don't believe in those. Personally, I believe in bad, there's bad beings, etc. But you get what you want. You get good, you get bad. You want good, you'll get good. You want bad, you'll get bad. You think
Again, back to that intention. Yes.
Bingo. So the 72 in there, they all specialize in things that can help you. And I found one, the name is Bune, B like boy, U-N-E. She came to me as a female in a dream. Now, this is sigil magic, if anyone's familiar with that. A sigil is basically you got a circle, and then you put the entity's name in the circle, right, on the outer part, and then they have a symbol that you draw yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you could put a dab of blood of your own blood if you want. I didn't do that. There's also Latin chants that go, I'm not going to say them, But you can read the book and say them if you want. I'm not going to say them and do anything to your show. They work. But so I learned some Latin. Yay, that was cool. But anyways, I strongly believe with every ounce of my being, that is her showing up in this smoke photograph that you're going to show next.
So that's who you believe this is in this. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Because I have to say, when I saw this, you sent it to me.
Yeah.
And I think, you sent it to me with nothing. You just said, what do you like? Check this picture out. I don't even think you even asked me to tell you what it was, right? I think you just said, here, check this out.
What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, that's what you said. What do you think?
It's my most compelling piece. It's my most compelling piece.
I was like, there is absolute. I was like, I see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. 1 second. Here we go. Share screen. Let me see if I can make it just a little bigger for everybody.
Okay. Yeah, just like you with your reaction, that was mine when I saw it. I almost fell out of my chair, if you will, right, as they say.
It is so perfect.
It's ridiculous.
It doesn't get more perfect than that.
No, and I'm not my cousin. Well, he was talking about the picture of Rosie. He says, he goes, to look at it, I would think, that's Photoshop. He goes, but I know you have no clue how to Photoshop, so there's no way. So that was kind of a backhanded compliment. But yeah, this was, again, I don't know, actually, between this and the one you're going to show Rosie, I got some good stuff. I've been really, really lucky with the scrying, man. I don't know. It works for me.
Well, everybody in chat sees it as well. Everybody sees you. I didn't say what it was. You didn't say what it was. And yet everybody still.
Yep.
And Freaky Geek even said, and an eyebrow too. Exactly. Yeah. It's literally half the face.
It's almost, man, it's almost materializing through the smoke. Yeah. Yeah.
Wild. That is wild.
Glad you like it.
I love Krista. I love it. That is not pareidolia. Exactly. No. That is not pareidolia.
And I'm debuting this on your show, by the way. So I've never.
Oh, thank you.
I've shown this to very few people.
I am so glad. I'm so glad.
So because, I'm vulnerable.
Because you're vulnerable. I doubt it. But we I love it when we get to, when we feel comfortable and we get to share some of our evidence. Some of my stuff, I've shared only recently. I've shared a few things.
Yeah.
But I am very kind of I don't like to share my stuff either. So thank you so much for doing that. Thank you for
having me again. This is really cool to be able to do this. Wow.
Yes, absolutely. Susie B says, beautiful.
Thank you, Susie.
And Penny Van, she says that image would be great created in a real sculpture, wouldn't it? I want those eyes. I want that. I want those eyes.
And what's interesting, if you really close up, go really close up. I don't know if you can on here, but for yourself later when you can look at it, if you look at the pupil, it almost looks like a diamond shape.
Hang on 1 sec. Let me go a little, see if I can get you. You're right. I'm going to zoom in a little more. Hang on, guys. Let me just slide this over a little bit. Whoop, wrong way. And hold on 1 second. Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Diamond eyes.
That's unbelievable.
But I strongly believe, again, going back to the book and just the little bit of sigil magic, again, that I dabbled in, I strongly believe that's her. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, I know there's different types of magic out there. The one, there's so many, right? But
Oh, yeah.
you know, there's chaos magic, there's sex magic, there's, you know, I mean, the list goes on and on and on, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
White magic, black magic, whatever.
Yes.
But you are so right. It all goes back to everything you just said earlier when we started the show. It is based all on intention.
Yes.
It's
Yes, ma'am.
intention. Every single magic is based on intention.
Yeah, you gotta want it.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go next?
Well,
You
if you
sent
like, since we okay, we spoke about Rosie. Would you mind showing that picture of her?
Okay.
Please.
I
mean,
have.
there's a few
You
pictures.
sent me 4. Yeah, you sent me 4. So do you want to? Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
you sent me a black and white photo. Then you sent me a color photo, both of Rosie.
Okay.
Then you sent me the video, those 2 screenshots. So which of the 4 do you want me to start with?
Okay.
You know which ones I'm talking about?
Oh man, I sent you a few things. I'm sorry. I apologize.
And then you sent me a couple of your cat too. So we have those photos
which
as well.
will be up for debate for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, it's not good. Yeah, show just the picture of Rosie. I think I sent you just a picture of the white dog, right?
Yep.
Show her so everybody can see what she looked like.
Okay.
Please. Thank you.
Beautiful too.
Thank you. She really was. Yeah.
She was amazing. Second. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is beautiful Rosie. It's like when you see her eyes, it's almost like you know what she's thinking. She was one of those dogs, right? Like you.
Yes. So many people have said that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. She was she's brilliant puppy, man. Brilliant.
Yeah. Yep. Amazing. Aw.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Everybody's loving Rosie. All right. So I got Miss Rosie. I didn't delete her photo out of the stream. I still have it there so we can go back to it.
Sure.
Now, which one you want to move on to next?
Show what don't show the one circled. Show one of the 2 of the, please.
Okay. All right.
So again, that shows exactly what I explained earlier. That's I filmed it, and then that's what I do. I go into edit and I just pick a still frame, and then I take a screenshot of it. That's it. Now, can anybody see anything before we say anything or point it out? Anybody watching? Does anybody see anything? Does anybody see Rosie there anywhere?
Does anybody see Rosie? Again, it takes him a minute here. As soon as you sent it to me, I was like,
yep.
Oh, Chris Henley says, I see her.
Yep.
Yep. And Freaky Geek says space mostly on the
yes, exactly.
left
Freaky
side.
Geek, exactly. Yep. Yes.
Susie B says she sees a triangle.
Well, you might. There's lots of stuff going on in there, for sure.
Yeah, there is. There actually
Rosie's not alone. You know, that a lot of spirits will show up. You know, if you take time to study, you'll probably see other things in there. It's not all pareidolia, if you will. I mean, some of it could be 100%, right? But
yeah,
you know, some you just can't mistake it, right?
Yep. Everybody's seeing her.
Yeah. Carol Patterson, that's my mom.
Hi, Carol.
My
Nice to
mother's
meet
here.
you.
So if you want to show the one that's circled,
Okay.
just to confirm for everybody.
Yep. Sure will.
But anyways, all 6 people I sent these photos to, everybody, Gail was the first one. Then everybody else came back and said they saw Rosie.
They saw,
And I
yeah.
didn't see her until Dale pointed her out.
But you know, it works like that sometimes, I think.
And I think it's great like that. What a, you know,
Yeah. I mean, so you put, you know, like you just
yes.
can't even, it's perfectly her face.
I know.
Same
Yep.
size nose, exact same position on the map. They're
It's
two,
crazy, right?
like,
It's
yeah.
and that just for me, I mean, like I said, the balcony was one of the many places they just loved being, you know. And then, I mean, the dogs as a whole, we were all super close. So I think it was a combination of all of that, you know, where I was filming the smoke and speaking to Rosie in my mind, you know. Yeah, it just all resonated perfect, you know. So.
I'm gonna pull Rosie's picture back up one more time.
Okay.
So anybody that just popped in late. So this is beautiful Rosie. And what I'm gonna go back to that picture in a minute because like in a way, like when you see this side of her, like when you're looking at her face in that way, like how her one eye looks more open than the other eye.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to that other picture because I think it's the same. It is the same. It is the same. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. All right, everybody see Rosie's eyes. One's like a little open. Her left eye's a little open a little more than her right eye. Look at this. This is wild. Hang on. Wild.
She looks like me. Oh, that is me.
Look at that. Tell me you guys I'm not seeing things. Her right eye looks small, like it's not open as much, just like that picture.
Yeah.
That's wild. That is wild.
Do you have the picture? Did I give you a picture of Luna running in the hallway?
Yes.
Okay. So that's the next photo I have of Rosie.
Okay. Hang on. Take that out. So that's that.
And like I had mentioned, I mean, we did so much playing. It's a 1-bedroom apartment, but we had 3 60-pound dogs, and you'd never know, man. Like, I mean, they were out in the parks every day or whatnot, walking, etc. Don't get me wrong. They didn't live in here, but I mean, they would run up and down the hallway here like lunatics. And that's just what we did. You know, but so Luna was running up the hallway and I don't know, I decided to take some pictures of her. And then I don't know, maybe a week later, you look through your old photos. So I'm looking back and okay. So that's the first photo. There's nothing special about it. Well, Luna's special. You know what I'm saying.
And then wait.
There's a second photo where it's blurry.
Hold on. I think I pulled up the wrong one. One sec. I think I might have got the wrong. Hold on. You sent me 3 of Luna, or did you send me only 2? Wait, hold on. No. Yeah, I only got, okay, so I have the one I just showed, and then I have this one.
Okay.
It's just like it shows her tail, like part of her tail.
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll explain it.
Hold on, I don't know why it's not sharing the photo. Hold on. I am still a rookie.
You're doing great. Thank you. You kidding?
I appreciate that. I'm getting there.
Okay. So yes, that's like I'm pointing at the screen like everybody's going to see me like I'm Don Cherry or some football coach. And over here, XY. No, sorry. So Luna's tail at the bottom. It's blurry. But then if you can expand the photo up towards the doorway, the threshold of the doorway.
I don't think I can.
There you go.
I think if I go, it's too blurry. Hold on. Is that a little bit?
That's, you know what? If everybody looks at the threshold, that's fine. If everybody looks in the threshold of the doorway, there's a shadow figure, and that's Rosie's head. She's looking over, in my opinion. That's Rosie leaning out from the bedroom, watching Luna play.
That's so
you know. I wonder what everybody thinks of that.
They said they see a peeker. Krista said, just proves our loved ones, human and pets, are always with us.
Yes, exactly, Krista. Exactly.
Yes, 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 they are. And Laura says, she says, love it. Me too. I like it. I got a pet cemetery going on, so, you know, I know they're around. Okay, now we've seen Rosie. We saw Rosie watching Luna play. And then the next one I think is so wild.
Yeah.
I was like,
and this is from my phone. I took a photo with my phone. The cats don't always hang out because Luna's a year and a half, and then the baby's not quite 4 months. And they're just getting used to each other still and all that. So if they're laying in bed with me together, that's a big deal. So I took a picture of them. And when I did, Piper reacted and moved her head. Now,
when you took the picture.
Correct. Now, this could just be some weird exposure.
Could be.
And I had someone that I trust who's definitely has medium abilities. They gave me their opinion. I think I gave you a photo that's more close up. I don't know if everybody can see anything in that one there, but maybe they do.
Hang on. Here's the other one. Yeah, I always, because we're always looking for, the reason I wanted to show the first one is because one of the things that I talk about on my channel, like especially when it comes to cryptid, evidence and photos, like you always want to try to see what else, like if you see something blurry in the photo, what else is blurry? Is there anything else in the photo that's blurry?
Right.
Because sometimes that can be an indication that something is happening here, or something could have been doctored, and that's very true, right? We know that, and doing what we do, we always are looking and trying to debunk stuff. So I found it interesting in the other photo that I just showed a minute ago that like there was not, everything was all in focus, everything was good to go, except wow. Pretty cool.
So I'm curious I don't want to say, I don't want to encourage any thoughts on that, but I mean, does anybody see anything?
Did anybody see anything? Freaky Geek says, oops. Oh, hold on. Freaky Geek said, the bigger the picture, the more blurry it gets, but she's looking out. Oh, he's talking about the Luna coming down the hall, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about too. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he said, how fast does she move her head? Can almost see through it.
That's a $69 question of the day. She is pretty quick, man. I don't know.
Yeah, right. She's still young enough.
So.
Pretty cool, though.
Yeah. Now, what I believe I see, and someone confirm, like I said, a medium friend of mine confirmed that, as that is, you can see a terrier's face. You can see the black nose as well as the eyes. And I don't know, this apartment's almost not about 90 years old, give or take. So, I mean, I don't recognize this terrier at all.
Right.
But it could have been a terrier that lived here at some point. And I was told that this animal just wants to be acknowledged. Hey, I'm here, is how they said it, right? So, but again, I leave it up to the individual.
Right.
You know, it could just be a very bizarre exposure, and that's it. That's all. And I have wishful thinking, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. But again, you know, so when I say spirit, sorry.
Laura says that it looks like a boxer mix.
Okay. Could be. Could very well be. Yes.
Yeah.
So now, Marty, when I say, you know, and spirit communication is real, right? I'm going to tell you a story. I'm 51. When I was 25,
you're a youngster.
What's that?
I said you're a youngster.
Okay, maybe. When I was 25, my father passed away, and you know, I was devastated. You know, we didn't always have. Not that he was a bad man. He came from a different era, so he wasn't very loving. You know, so I was going through my own stuff. For the last 3 months of his life, I got to actually live with him and get to know him a little bit, which is cool. So yeah, so that's what I mean when I was devastated. It really, you know, we were just getting there, you know. So anyways, it's all relevant to the story, right? I don't know. A few months later, what is this here? Sorry.
Oh, he's just sharing it. I'm just putting up your YouTube channel.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, they're putting my mods are throwing up the links.
You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you for doing that. Watching a show, the host, his name was Montel Williams, and he had the great Sylvia Brown on. I'm sure a lot of people know her name.
I remember Miss Sylvia Brown.
She was one of the first ladies to come on. And is there someone in the audience? His name's Phil. You got a father, and he had gray hair, and he smokes cigars. You know. Anyway, she said, when you talk to them, they hear you. Speak out. Talk to them like you would, like they're here right now. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna do that. That gave me hope, right? So I'd be going to bed, and back then I used to, you know, back when I believed in like God and all that, I would pray. And after my prayers, I would ask my father 2 questions. And I did this for months, and I just stopped. Nothing was happening. I don't know what I was expecting. Some big epiphany of oh my God, there he is, you know. Nothing. I didn't know what to expect, you know. So, of all things, right? My brother-in-law comes up to me the one day. He's like, Michael, he goes, you might think I'm crazy, but I got to share this with you. And then if you think I'm crazy after, it's okay. But I got to tell you. So he says, I had a dream. And in the dream, there's like a bingo table in the middle of a room. Nothing else. And it's got, well, nothing else. It's got the old answering machines that look like a tape recorder. Remember, we all had those with the cassettes. Oh, yeah. So he goes, I walked over and it had it was flashing a number 1. It had a message. So I hit play. And on the message, it goes, hey guys, it's Dad. Calling to say I love you and I miss you. And I'm looking out for you. And can you do me a favor? Let Michael know. Yes, but not right away. And definitely not her. He's like, does that mean anything to you? And I mean, just like those photos, I'm like,
not right away. What did he say? Definitely. Oh my word.
Okay. Yes, but not right away. And definitely not her.
Oh, wow.
Does that mean anything to you? And it's not, Marty, it's not like I was going around saying, hey, guess what I'm trying to do? And I'm asking my dad these 2 questions. What do you think? Why would you share that? That's so personal, right?
Right.
So right there again, spirit communication is real. Any other way, and a psychic told me this years later, if you'd have got confirmation or communication some other way, instead of through another individual, you probably would have counted it as coincidence and not even gave it a second thought. You know, and my father, before he died, he knew he was dying. He had congestive heart failure, and he was, he was getting there. So he's like, when I die, I want this, and I want you to play the Rolling Stones' greatest hits every day at the funeral on the speaker nonstop. We're like, okay. So we did that. So I don't know, maybe a year or two later, I was kind of like, yeah, Dad, I haven't really heard from you in a while. I'd love to get a sign you're still around. So later on that day, not even thinking, the Rolling Stones comes on. Hey, Dad, the Rolling Stones are on. I turn it up. I know the song because he played them all the time, but I don't necessarily know. Like, I know it to hear it, but I don't know what it's called.
Right.
So when the song's over, you guys had MTV. We had what was called Much Music. It was the same thing as Canadian version. So the credits will come up, the band, the name of the song. Isn't this song called, of all things, I Miss You? Crazy, right?
That is awesome.
Right. Anybody can experience this. You just got to open up. And I guess that's my message at the end of the day. Again, I sound like a broken record. Spirit communication is real, whether it's your pets or your family. I've done it through various means. I don't know. Once you realize it works. Sorry.
Yeah, somebody. Oh, no, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry if I'm interrupting you. I just wanted to. It reminded me of something that someone close to me, like, they had to go to a funeral. Someone that was not exactly like very close to them or their particular family member, but they went, and these two particular things kept coming to them, and didn't really like because sometimes, especially with me, it happens with me a lot. Like, things will just come in my head and I don't necessarily know what they're for sometimes. And that's not, for me. Right. But it was interesting that for this person's, like, she wasn't sure what it meant, you know what I mean? But then turns out that it was these two things that came to this person. It actually meant something to, the relatives of the person that had passed away. And that happens to me a lot. And sometimes, like, there was somebody that I knew that was going to be going to, like, a funeral, and not all that long ago. And it was weird. And I have no idea. This person's talking to me about, like, going to this person, funeral, whatever. And I was like, out of nowhere, I get the word. Sounds so weird. And because I still sometimes don't trust myself sometimes in the information I get. I got Fruit Loops. Like, I heard the word Fruit Loops and saw the picture of the Toucan Sam in my mind, but I didn't say anything. And I feel and I can't tell you how bad I felt because I didn't say something, because I didn't know if it was supposed to be for the person that I was talking to or for somebody. I didn't know what it was related to, but why in the middle of a conversation like that am I going to get that Fruit Loops and a picture of Toucan Sam? I don't know. Who knows?
Right.
I'm just, we never know, but it's so awesome that we can still do that and have that, chance to share with people, Yep. Yeah. Pretty crazy. So, is there anything else you want to talk about? Because I do have a question. I gotta go.
Yeah, please go ahead
and ask. Okay.
Please go ahead.
So in the beginning of the show, you were talking about a Ouija board. You played with a Ouija board.
Yes.
And then, of course, we had this whole discussion about intention. There's a lot of people that they think the board itself is actually, like, demonic and you shouldn't have it in your house and that kind of thing. What are your views? Do you feel like, because then there's the other camp that says it's only a tool and it's your intention. Are you in that camp?
Yes, it's a tool. It's not a
It's
game.
a tool,
It's not
right?
some bad thing. I mean, you use a ghost box. What's the difference? It's the same thing. You're
Same thing.
using, automatic writing. It's the same thing.
Hmm.
You know,
Right,
pendulums. It's the same thing.
right.
My this man's opinion only, right? But yeah, it's all tools. That's it. That's all. There's no in between.
Thank you for being here today. Is there anything else that you need to plug? Are you guys going to be appearing anywhere?
Oh my God. I mean,
Yeah, you
Don
guys
and
are
I,
busy. I know you guys are busy.
yeah, we're really, you know what? I love to say hashtag blessed, thankful, grateful. We really are. There's a lot going on. We've had a lot of opportunities like being with you today, and you're graciously having Dale on in the next
Yeah,
week or
right.
two as well. It's like, thank you so much. I mean, this is what we want to do, what we love to do. And it's, and the Blondes and Booze were the reason why I got to meet you. And here we are.
Yeah,
So, thanks to
yeah.
those lovely ladies, of course. No, sorry. So tonight at 8 o'clock, we have, oh God, I'm having a brain freeze. God, where's Dale? Dale, 8
That
o'clock. Who do
happens
we
to
have
me
on?
all the time on my show, so they're used to it. I'll be like, squirrel, squirrel.
We're gonna be at the My Paracon in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, the 24th, 25th,
Nice.
and 26th at the Kelowna Casino. Am I saying that? I hope I'm saying that correct. But yeah, I mean, that's the first place. I mean, they gave us a real opportunity there last year. That's the first place we got to do what we do, the Paranormal Voice. Um, and it's funny, Jeff Belanger and Dustin Perry. I'm not sitting there saying they're my best friends or anything like that, but we were lucky enough to get both those guys on in our interview at the same time. After hours, those guys on their own personal time came on and did an hour interview with us, and they were fantastic. I mean, that made us. We got lucky on so many counts. But yes, so the My Paracon, the 24th, 25th, and 26th. And then up the road, we'll be at the UFO Contact Convention. We're going to be at Sage Paracon, the Mid Michigan Paracon, the
Wow.
Old Mill Parafest. That's in Dundee, Michigan, a reputedly
Wow.
haunted old mill, if you will. I mean, you can get tapped on the shoulder in the middle of the day. It's an awesome gig there as well. Why can't I remember the name of our guest? Oh my God, Dale, where are you?
Is it that he did Chris and Kelly from Traveler's Moon
Yes,
Paranormal?
Traveler's Moon Paranormal. Thank you, Dale. Eight
Do they
o'clock
also
tonight.
have do they also have a YouTube channel?
I don't know, Dale. Dale's got to bail me out on all this stuff right now.
Dale, do they have because if they do, if you can just pop it in the chat, I'd appreciate it because I have so many, like, I talk to so many different kinds of people. We talk paranormal,
You do.
we talk Sasquatch, we talk
Yeah.
Dogman, we talk aliens, we talk unified field theory. Like, you
What is
know what I
that?
mean? Like, exactly. That's why I had to do a show on
Oh
it.
my God.
See? Everybody has to go check out my show from last Sunday and hear all about. I had Mark Fiorentino on last Sunday, and we talked about what field unified field theory is. It was Einstein's unified field theory is what we talked about. Yeah.
In a
And
nutshell, what is it?
he's gonna come back, he's gonna come back and we're gonna talk about slip waves and stargates and
Stargates.
really cool
Wow.
stuff. So he's gonna
Wow.
be back a couple
That
of
is
times
cool.
over the next few months. Yeah.
Nice.
So you guys have a lot going on. A
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, we really do, man. We really do. And
Yeah.
we got some stuff in the works as well that we can't reveal. But I mean, you're going to see a lot more from us as well, getting involved in the Windsor community here. That's in the works right now. We're literally writing it out to make it happen. Part of intention, but also to be focused and be regimented as well, right? So keep our stick on the ice, as they say. So yeah, we got a lot going on. Again, two best friends since grade 5, man. Never would have thought we'd be doing this, but here we are. You know, we always love the ghost stories. That's part of, you know, what we're about. We want to hear people's stories, like just like what you're doing as well. You know, it's so great to hear the different walks of life. Everybody's journey in the paranormal is always a wonderful thing to listen to and learn from and appreciate. You know, and that's what we do, man.
Yeah,
and to also give that knowledge back to the people listening. Hopefully, people are learning as well. I mean, we're learning the whole time, and hopefully, everybody else is enjoying it as much as we are. So that's yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I know that we had a good time today. I would love to have you come back. How about we do a show later on when you guys have time? I know you have a lot of stuff coming up. I got stuff coming up, but I would love to do a show on different kinds of magic, like the different types of magic. Would you like to do something like that? Just kind of touch on what each of these different
I'll be under the learning tree. I'll be under the learning
term.
tree for sure then, because you know I'm very, you know, as I it's very humbling to say I know very little, you know, but you know, there's so, like you said, there's such a long list, A to Z, and then 1, 2, 3 on top of it, of so many different things. But oh my God,
I know.
I'm down. Bottom line, I'm down. Yes,
let's do it. And then maybe I'll get Dale to come back and talk about UFOs, and I can do a second show with Dale too.
Cool.
I have ulterior motives, Dale.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much again. This has been great. Thank you to everybody that tuned in.
Thank you. Everybody definitely go and check out Paranormal Voice. Go and like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Tonight they're going to have, it's right here on the screen, Chris and Kelly from Traveler's Moon Paranormal. Go check out that show and go over and pre-show, go over and subscribe if they've got a YouTube channel, and show everybody some love.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm gonna put you. Can you just sit back and stay in backstage for me just for a minute, and
let
me just say goodbye to my peeps? Okay,
of course.
All right. Thank you again. Really, it's been amazing. This it just flew by. It flew by.
Right? Oh my God.
Yes. Okay. I'll be right with you.
Okay.
Well, guys, another one in the books. Fabulous guest. Amazing photos. I really was impressed to see all of the photos that he had, you know, and we've talked about it on my channel before. Pareidolia is real, but not in those photos. I didn't see any pareidolia going on in those photos. Those photos were straight to direct and to the point, for sure. I just want to thank everybody for being here today. Everybody, thank you. I just want to announce for the giveaway, it was Mr. Gary Spike Sr., my super fan, who did everything he was supposed to do. Thank you, Gary, so much for all your support. As a matter of fact, I already have your address, Gary, so I'll be putting that in the mail to you this week. So I'll send you the tracking information to make sure that it gets to you. Thank you guys all so much. I just want to remind everybody what I've got going on this week. I have so many shows booked. I haven't been this booked in a very long time, but we are rocking and rolling. Tomorrow, forgive me, my voice is going out, guys. I'm so sorry. Tomorrow, I have Matt Sieber from East Tennessee Bigfoot. I've got, and then I have on Tuesday night, I have Bob Hartman. She's coming on. She's also known over on Grizzlies on the Hunt. She does 2 shows over there with him, 2 shows a week with him. She's a Bigfoot experiencer. She's even going to be sharing some of her audio with us. My voice is going. She's going to be sharing some audio with us, and that's going to be a wild ride, because when I listened to this audio, I was like, holy cow. I don't think, I'm not sure whether I'd be staying there. Mad props to Bob Hartman. She's a researcher at heart. She's amazing. I can't wait to have her on. So don't forget this week, So I will see you guys tomorrow night, and I will see you on Tuesday night, both nights, 8 o'clock. Be here or be square. And please do not forget to do the thing that I always tell y'all to do, which is please do not ever forget to spread love and kindness wherever you go. Have a great week, everybody.